Hello, everyone. As many of you may know, Mr. Francolangia is unable to be here today due to some difficult personal circumstances. Please keep his family in your thoughts and prayers. He asked me to pass along a few words. First, welcome to our Winter Sports Assembly, and second, congratulations on completing a modified yet successful season. Despite the challenges of COVID, we were able to keep all of our teams up and running. That Redcoat tenacity came through, and it was game on. I know that students appreciated the opportunity to practice and/or compete, the camaraderie of their teammates, and sharing the moments with their coaches and families. I want to thank the coaches and all other personnel involved for their flexibility and enthusiastic outlooks. I hope that you all had an opportunity to view a game or two through our live stream. Even though we couldn't pack the gym, pool, or arenas, we felt your Redcoat spirit and support. Tonight is a chance to celebrate, so please sit back and enjoy as we celebrate our athletes and teams.
I'd like to thank our AD Dave, who gave our team tons of support throughout the season, our trainer Adrian, who did an incredible job treating our players, our media specialist Nick Smith and his broadcasting team, our team manager Christina for all her help and support this season, my assistant coaches, and all the players in the program. A special thank you to the three seniors, Joe Caracolia, Nick Melville, and Justin Piskorski. All our seniors are multiple sport athletes, which is not an easy thing to do in the competitive CCC conference. All three of our seniors served as great role models for our younger players in the program. They are each very hardworking individuals who always put the team first. On behalf of the whole coaching staff, I would like to wish them the best of luck as they continue their academic and athletic careers. To briefly recap our season, with only one returning senior, this team was able to improve upon last season by finishing with a .500 record in the regular season. We finished 14th in the CCC, and in a normal season would have been the smallest public school to qualify for the CCC tournament. Many younger players receive varsity experience, which will benefit us next year as we continue trending up. The first award I would like to present is the Best Teammate Award, which was a very tough decision as we had many outstanding teammates. But ultimately, one player stood out. That was junior Ryan Stack. Ryan accepted his role, which changed throughout the season. He started many games and also came off the bench in others. Regardless of which role he had, on any given night, he was always encouraging his teammates. When he was on the bench, he always stood and cheered. Whenever a teammate made a nice play, and that spirit continued in practice when he was always encouraging his teammates in drills. Our next award is the Hustle Award, which goes to junior John Demore. John started the season playing a few minutes in games, but ended up earning a starting position in our lineup. Because of his work ethic on the court, John had the highest plus-minus total of anyone on the team. Simply put, this means we were a better team with him on the court than off the court. His energy was contagious to his teammates. His knack for getting loose balls was not lost by any member of the coaching staff. The Coaches Award goes to junior Mike Ciarcia. Michael is a three-year varsity player who averaged double-digit scoring on a team that at times struggled to score points. Offensively, he led his team in points scored, three-pointers made, and free throws made, and was second on the team in steals. Michael is a true gym rat and would spend as much time in the gym as he could. We look forward to seeing Michael build off a successful junior season and have a great senior season next year. Our REDCOAT Award winner is two-year varsity starter, senior captain, Justin Piskorski. This season, Justin stepped out of his comfort zone and became a much-needed vocal leader. His leadership started at day one and continued right through to the season finale. On the court, he always got us in the correct defense, and offensively, he was a true floor general. For us, leading us in assists and bringing us the ball up the court versus pressure. Offensively, he always got us in the correct offense, which was much needed with such a young group of players. Justin was always respectful of all his teammates and members of the coaching staff, and his leadership will be greatly missed. On behalf of all the coaches, I'd like to thank Justin for everything he did for the team this year and for being such a great kid during his career.
First, I'd like to extend a thank you to our parents and friends of women's basketball boosters for the support of the players and staff this season. Thank you also to Coach Skoglund and Coach Pyrus for all their work this season and making sure we were safe, working hard, and getting better. Despite the restrictions imposed by COVID protocols, the positives certainly outweighed the negatives, and we enjoyed being back on the basketball court competing. We ended the regular season at 7-5 and lost in the first round of the COVID-altered CCC regional tournament to Glastonbury. Along the way, we enjoyed a great team atmosphere, great team unity, and some exciting basketball. A memorable season for sure, and one that we are fortunate and pleased to have had. 3 players made the All-CCC divisional team, and we are very proud of them. Congratulations to senior Winter Jovan, junior Riley Kopp, and sophomore and team leading scorer Olivia Halkias. Every team has a go-to player they can rely on to take on the challenge of defending the opposing team's best player. It takes guts and determination to commit to that each and every game night. It is also a selfless act. Those players have the intangible characteristics that make them irreplaceable members of the team. They are reliable, disciplined, focused, always positive, and completely committed to the team goals. For our team, that player is Claire McGeever, and she will receive our Top Defender Award. Riley Kopp had an outstanding year this year, breaking into the starting lineup and making the most of each and every game. Riley averaged 7.8 points and 3.2 rebounds per game. She was second on the team in scoring, blocks, and steals, and led the team in 3-point field goals. Riley will receive our Most Improved Player Award. Our REDCOAT Award, or MVP Award, goes to senior captain Winter Jovan. Winter has been a 4-year starter, and this year led the team in rebounding and blocks, was second on the team in 3-point field goals, and third on the team in scoring and assists. On a nightly basis, Winter got most everything done on the defensive boards and on the offensive end. Her commitment to the team for the past 4 years has been exceptional, and we will miss her next year. The Coach's Award goes out this year to senior Carly Grega. During her 4-year commitment to this program, Carly has always epitomized what a complete team player is. Passion, positivity, selfless act of kindness to her teammates, and leadership have made her an invaluable member of the team and a player the coaching staff could always depend and rely on. Through much adversity this year, she continued to lead and motivate her teammates. And when she was able to play, she always demonstrated her true style of play: gutsy, hard-nosed, and driven, and it brought excitement to every game. Her game had a flair that was so enjoyable to watch. We will miss all that Carly gave and brought to this program. And finally, I'd like to wish all the spring athletes and coaches a safe, successful, and memorable season.
First, congratulations to all of the winter sports teams on not only a successful season, but an incredibly well-managed season this year. Given the changing landscape and challenges presented, it was fantastic to see the kids engaged, excited, and able to compete again. Thank you to Mr. Frankelangia and the rest of our administration for all the work they put in to make this season happen and stay on track. Thank you to our custodians for all of the work they did to keep us healthy, and to our coaching staff of James Sanders, Andrew Thurston, and Eileen Thurston for their flexibility, creativity, and positive approach. We're exceptionally proud of what the BHS men's swim and dive team was able to accomplish this season. In a brief 9 weeks, what started as a hope to have some type of season quickly transformed into an exciting stretch of growth and a glimpse into an exciting few years to come. This team changed and challenged our goals and expectations every step of the way. We started with a goal to make it through the full season healthy. The guys adopted a completely new practice structure, stayed disciplined, and ended up getting a nearly uninterrupted season. We wanted to get back to competition, focus on swimming with good technique, and build team culture. Over the span of our 6 meets, this team not only set numerous lifetime best times, but consistently showed heart, determination, and grit, establishing a pattern of coming from behind and winning the close race. many of our sophomores and juniors, not to mention freshmen, found themselves racing in top lanes for the first time and were more than up to the task. Our divers, despite being restricted to only 2 days per week on a diving board, pushed themselves in dryland conditioning and saw consistent development. And one of my very favorite moments of the season, we were even welcomed with a chorus of car horns as we returned from our win over Newington. That's the first time I can remember that happening for us. Finally, we wanted to set the stage for what we hope is a regular season next year. Between all conference performances by sophomores Nathan Snyder, Marcel Daybeck, Matt Jamrosic, and freshman Logan Sesniak, a near school record in diving by freshman Aiden Melnick, and numerous other top 10 division results, we finished this season excited about a ton of potential for what's to come. At this point, I'd like to recognize our 2021 award recipients. This year's REDCOAT Award winner is senior captain Dean Garrett. As our only senior, Dean was a big contributor to us both on the diving board and in the pool this year. But what stood out most about him was his leadership and positive attitude, promoting collaboration and supportive feedback among our divers, taking ownership over our pre-practice routines, and focusing on what you can control. Whether faced with a decreased practice time or a role in a top relay, Dean stayed positive and made the most out of the experience. Congratulations and thank you, Dean. This year's most improved swimmer is junior John Zybel. In his second year with the team, John went from a newer swimmer to a model of hard work and perseverance in practice. Incredibly open to trying new things in his technique, John saw consistent growth through the season and finished the year with a 6-second drop in his 100 butterfly time at our final meet. Congratulations and keep up the good work, John. This year's breakout performer is freshman Logan Sesniak. Our newcomers this year made this a really difficult choice to make, as they all had fantastic first seasons. To quote an opposing coach late this season, Logan became our Swiss Army knife this year. Breaking onto the scene with strong performances in the IM and breaststroke, Logan really jumped out when he did a personal best by 5 seconds in his leg of the 400 free relay against Hall. In all, Logan ended up swimming in, setting significant career bests in, and scoring points in every event except the 100 backstroke this year. Congratulations and great job, Logan. This year's Coaches Award winner provided one of the most exciting moments that we saw on the pool deck this season. Our last race of the year was the 400 free relay at Wethersfield. Our A relay was projected to be behind early, and even with strong legs by our first 3 guys, when Nathan Snyder dove in as our anchor, he was almost 1 full pool length behind. In the 4 laps to follow, he not only caught up to the Wethersfield anchor, but passed him to win by a full 1.5 seconds with a lifetime best time. The fearlessness, drive, and determination that Nathan showed in that swim are indicative of the swimmer and teammate he became this season. Faced with a large graduating class, Nathan stepped in as a role model and a leader, organizing, helping, and pushing people in practice, setting the tone, and seeking out extra opportunities for growth. He was consistently at his best when his teammates were counting on him. Congratulations and great job, Nathan. Congratulations to all of the swimmers and divers. Thank you for a great year.
Good evening. I am Megan Hickey,
And I'm Nicole Letourneau.
and we are the Berlin High School cheerleading coaches.
We're here to present the cheerleading awards for the 2021 season. We would like to first acknowledge the dedication and perseverance of all members of the cheerleading team during this very difficult season.
Although cheerleading looked very different this year with the absence of competition, this group of young women showed up to every soccer and basketball game to show support for their fellow Berlin athletes.
We appreciate you girls and are proud of your continued commitment to the Berlin High School cheerleading. We're looking forward to having a more normal season of cheerleading next school year and building more memories together.
Now on to the awards. The first award we are giving goes to a cheerleader who throughout the season the coaches could always count on to have a positive attitude and an open mind to anything thrown at her way. She never once complained that anything was too difficult for her to handle, and she has been an exceptional leader with outstanding character both on and off the mat. We would like to present Maya Barbagallo with the Coaches Award for the 2021 season.
The next award goes to a cheerleader who had a leading role in making this year as great as it has been. The patience and effort you constantly put towards our team will have a lasting effect on us. This cheerleader stepped up in times of need, especially last year. With having zero experience of flying and only a week to competition, she effortlessly rose to the challenge and succeeded. We would like to present Major Memory with the All-Around Award for the 2021 season.
The next award goes to a 4-year dedicated cheerleader who has made exceptional growth in skill and leadership. She has been a huge component in helping this team get to where it is today. She has never once complained and has always put the team first. She continued to remain optimistic throughout her whole senior season, which really helped lift up the underclassmen who did not get the full experience of what it means to be a competitive cheerleader at Berlin High School. Her gentle nature and kind words have not gone unnoticed. We would like to present Micah Leonardo with the REDCOAT Award for the 2021 season.
Best of luck to all of our seniors leaving us this year. You will be truly missed. Don't forget to come back and visit.
Hello and good evening to everyone. My name is Paul Helensky, and I am one of the coaches for the co-op hockey team on which Berlin High School student athletes participate and on whose behalf I've been asked to say a few words. Before I review a few of the team's accomplishments, I would like to thank Mr. Frank Calangia and the entire Berlin High School community for the support they gave to each of Berlin's athletic teams during some very difficult circumstances this past season. All of the participating athletes, their parents, and school staff should be commended for their efforts, which allowed these teams to complete their seasons. The dedication which these student athletes demonstrated was nothing less than extraordinary. As to the co-op hockey team, 7 Berlin High athletes made significant contributions to a highly successful season. Efforts from senior Gavin Jordan, juniors Blake Blackwood and Jack Reynolds, along with sophomores Mike Deegan, Josh Grimm, Derek Heckler, and Zach Wall, helped to propel the team to a 9-1-1 regular season record, and more importantly, to a CCC South Conference tournament championship. The co-op got off to a good start in the season, winning its first game against Conard, then tying a strong Hall Southington team before running off a string of 8 consecutive wins. Only a 2-0 loss to Wethersfield in the final regular season game blocked the team's chances of an undefeated season. The team would get an opportunity for some revenge just 4 days later when they faced the same Wethersfield squad in the semifinals of the CCC South tournament. Perhaps no single game illustrated the grit and determination of these players than this particular showdown. Down 2-0 midway through the contest, the team fought back to tie the game late in the third period, then somehow found a way in the 5th overtime period with the Redcoats' Blake Blackwood knocking the puck off of a Wethersfield player's stick to a teammate who scored the game-winning goal. This game was the longest in CCC tournament history and is believed to be the second longest game ever played in Connecticut high school hockey history. The team then faced the rested Tri-Town team 48 hours later in the tournament finals and demonstrated their resolve and resiliency, dominating their opponents by a 5-0 score to capture the championship. Once again, I would like to thank the Berlin High School Athletic Department, the students, staff, and parents who supported this team all year, and we look forward to having another successful season next year.
I'd like to start by congratulating all BHS teams for successfully navigating their way through a season full of changes due to COVID-19. While our indoor track team was not able to compete this season, we were able to hold practices and continue training for what will hopefully be a more normal spring sports season. I'd like to recognize all athletes that were a part of our program this winter. I know it is very hard to commit to working every day and putting in all the hours in the weight room with no competitions on the calendar, but that's exactly what everyone did. I would also like to thank all of our seniors who competed over the last 4 years and helped sustain our program through this season. I wish you all well in the future, and I'm looking forward to what will hopefully be an exciting spring season.
Although our wrestling team did not have an opportunity to compete this past winter due to COVID, we felt it was important to acknowledge the students that continue to participate in our team events such as workouts and practices and say thank you for sticking with us. Best wishes to our senior wrestlers, Arbin, Tyler, Noah, Michael, Luke, John, and Cameron, for your fierce competition, present and past. To our underclass wrestlers and perhaps even some up-and-coming wrestlers that may be watching, we look forward to seeing the long-standing tradition of Berlin wrestling on the mats next year. Coach Siegel is a founder of the BHS Unified Sports Program and worked with fellow Hall of Fame members George Hall and Jim Day to establish the program in 1996. She has been personally committed to the program, which matches disabled students with members of the non-disabled student community to provide for athletic competition. Marie has coached for over 25 years. Our team has had many recognitions, including Unified Champion School on a number of occasions, as well as the Michaels Cup Award winner. We thank Mrs. Siegel for her very dedicated and special service to our Unified Sports Program and wish her well in the future.
Good evening. Would like to take this opportunity to thank our school administration, Mr. Frankelangia and Ms. Loveland, for their support during these trying times. Although the Unified team did not have a regular season, we did practice and improved our skills. We continued the coming together of athletes and partners and had some fun. I would like to thank the boys' freshman basketball team for, once again, coming to our assistance and play a game with the Unified team, giving us the opportunity to put our skills to the test. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Michael Bryant on being a runner-up in his essay for the Michaels Cup Award. That's awesome, Michael. Congratulations. I'd like to say goodbye to our seniors who gave their all in support: Michael Bryant, Tyler Cloutier, Noel Ortiz, and Connor Therian. Good luck on the next chapter of your lives. I wish you all the best.
My name is Tony Betrimus. I am the president of the Berlin High School Athletic Booster Association. On behalf of the Athletic Boosters, I would like to congratulate all of the winter student athletes on completing the winter 2021 season. Though the COVID pandemic may have canceled or changed their season, your dedication and commitment to your sport was made known, and we are immensely proud of you all. To the juniors or seniors who have participated in 3 years of your sport, the Athletic Booster Association is presenting you with a sweatshirt award. This sweatshirt will be distributed to you by your team booster rep. This is a long-standing tradition at Berlin High School, and we are happy to continue it. The Athletic Boosters are a parent-run organization dedicated to the support of the student athletes of Berlin High School. Through the efforts of the parents to fundraise by holding car washes, selling raffle tickets, selling discount cards, and holding fundraising events, we can pay for these sweatshirts, provide for championship plaques and booster scholarships, and support all of the 25 sports teams at Berlin High School. The BHS Athletic Booster Association is looking for new parent members to join us in support of the student athletes of Berlin High School. Monthly meetings are presently held via Zoom on the first Tuesday of each month. Next meeting is May 4th. Feel free to contact me for more information at my email, betrimus@comcast.net. Win, lose, or draw, we are proud of all the student athletes and the fact that you chose to play a sport and continue to play during your time in high school. Wear the sweatshirt proudly, you've earned it. In closing, I'd like to thank Athletic Director Dave Frankelangia and the winter sports coaches for all of their hard work this season. Thank you for your time, and let's go Berlin.
And now for our all-conference CCC award recipients. Girls basketball. Olivia Helkias, Winter Jovan, Riley Kopp. Boys basketball, Michael Ciarcia. Swimming, Nathan Snyder, Marcel Dabick, Matthew Jamrazik, Logan Sesniak. Thank you to everyone for a great season. Congratulations and best wishes to our seniors as you move on to other endeavors. For our underclassmen, we look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.